Hulk Hogan's negative Raw reaction gains mainstream attention. Plus, Triple H comments on the industry exposing Raw Netflix opening. And we have an update on Jade Cargill's WWE return. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. Fair to say that when it comes crashing down, judging by his face, it hurts inside.
How could it not hurt, Tom? It was so loud. His eardrums probably popped at the sound of those boos that echoed through that dome last night.
Hulk Hogan's Raw appearance on the Netflix premiere didn't quite go according to plan. Just a couple of minutes he was out there and he tried everything. He pandered to the fans. He shouted out the Macho Man and Andre the Giant. He put over WWE. He put over Netflix. He plugged his beer, ripped his shirt, did his catchphrase. No one having it last night.
Jimmy Hart was there with a flag.
Jimmy Hart had a flag.
What more do you want? No, we don't want Jimmy Hart with a flag. Boo him too.
Boo him as well. Really negative reaction to Hulk Hogan on Raw. One that has gained a lot of attention, which we'll talk about in a second. PW Insider say that the crowd reaction in the Intuit Dome for the Raw Netflix premiere was worse than we heard on TV.
Yeah, they're saying they even told there were F Hulk Hogan chants, and that when Hogan later appeared in the pre-tape commercial for Saturday night's main event, that commercial was also booed.
So anytime Hogan popped up, there was loud negative reaction. The clips were shared online, but not on WWE's YouTube channel. They've shared like the bits from Raw last night on their channel. That Hogan bit's not there, strangely.
It makes you wonder what they were thinking, because you go back a month or 2 months, what was Hogan doing in support of Trump, obviously? Where was Raw last night? It didn't quite make sense.
Yeah, there's a political engagement there that's worth paying attention to. But when it comes to Hogan as well, I think this goes beyond recent political discussions. Former WWE announcer Samantha Irvin commented on Hogan's reaction, recalling a negative one to Hogan, even when he wasn't in the building when she worked for WWE.
Yeah, she says, in commercial breaks, we would sometimes do a Hulk up cam, and let me tell you something, brother, they would be booing lol.
They would be booing
lol.
This negative reaction. Now we kind of hope that WWE would become this mainstream powerhouse once again with the arrival of Netflix. I think that it has, in some ways, good and bad. The negative reaction to Hogan was covered by Deadline.com, the Daily Mail, The Independent, Newsweek, Variety, Yahoo News, TalkSport, the New York Post, Sports Illustrated, and every major wrestling and/or sports entertainment outlet. Some connecting the negative reaction to racist comments that once forced Hogan to be sacked from WWE, removed from all mentions, and suspended in the Hall of Fame. And of course, as we've said here, a lot of the outlets connecting it to his recent support of Donald Trump.
However, Undertaker, of course, was also on the show last night, but he got a rousing reception when he came out to steal Rhea Ripley's thunder after her big title win.
He did, yeah, it's true. And obviously Triple H and co have also been seen at Donald Trump events as well. So you'd assume that it would be one negative reaction for all, but for Hulk Hogan in particular, it was a very negative one that was experienced from him. Do we see Hogan? I mean, obviously he's just signed this major deal. Well, the Real American Beer label has signed this major money deal with WWE, this partnership that sees the logo on the canvas. Do we see Hogan on telly again, though?
Maybe not in front of a live audience. Maybe in terms of, his Saturday night's main event, which gets booed during a commercial break, but not seen by the entire world. That kind of thing.
Because it felt like they were gearing up to bring him to Saturday night's main event, because he was in the commercials for it. I think we even said in a video, we'll probably see Hogan at Saturday night's main event.
Maybe not.
Maybe not now.
Get Jesse the body back. That's all you need.
Just put Jesse on there. It's fine. Lots to talk about from last night's Raw. We broke down everything that happened in a video a little earlier today. But the one thing that a lot of people were talking about was the opening, which was a history of wrestling, but also something that sort of showed you behind the scenes of the wrestling world as well, didn't it?
I thought it was very well done, because obviously Netflix has got a not wrestling fan audience potentially watching wrestling. Someone who might have an opinion of, wrestling fans think the wrestling is real, which obviously isn't true. We know what's real and what's not real. So the fact that we're like, yes, we're not real, but sometimes the stories have real issues that dictate them and which way they go and that sort of stuff, I thought was a very clever thing to do.
Yeah, so an emphasis on storytelling, use of the words face and heel, work and shoot. Industry exposing. Triple H spoke about it in the post-show press conference. He said, the reaction seems like we did a good job with it. It was the intent to capture the emotion, let people know we're not hiding what we do. I saw a lot of chatter today from people saying, oh my God, they said heel and face and shoot and work in one promo. We're not hiding what we do. That's what we do. To be honest, I think most of the world understands those terms. They've almost transcended our business. It transcends our business. It's what it is. People know what we are and we talk about it. We're not insulting anybody's intelligence. We are an art form, absolutely an art form that captures people's emotions. We don't take ourselves seriously as most other people take it. It was also part of us trying to capture that and say, if you've watch this, and hopefully we honor what you love. If you've never watched it, watch this and we'll explain to you what we are. That was the attempt.
Yes, and I think it was very well done. That's all I've got to say. I thought it was potentially spine-tingling at times, Tom, the way it was done, with obviously the historical aspects of the business, where it came from, where it went to, where it is now. I thought it was a very well put together thing. And I've mentioned this to you upstairs, we saw Triple H do a Michael Jackson tribute, because whenever I see a big canvas like that and then it come down and then someone be stood there in the middle of the stage, I always think of Michael Jackson. So it's a shame that Triple H didn't go Shimon, really.
I thought it was an allegory, a Balamori allegory for going behind the curtain, dropping the curtain.
Yeah.
Or was it an allegory, Balamori, for the curtain call incident? Triple H's second most infamous curtain call was tonight, exposing the business.
Or Michael Jackson. That's what I was saying.
Or Michael Jackson. John Cena was also in the press conference after Raw last night. He gave a few more details on his farewell tour plans.
Yeah, basically it's going to be a big bloody celebration of his wrestling career, saying hopefully by the end of all of this, if you want to see a certain facet of the 23 years I've spent in the business, hopefully you can get that little sprinkle.
So maybe does this mean we're going to see one more run out for the Doctor of Thugonomics?
NWO Cena.
One could salivate. The prototype? Let's bring out the prototype one more time.
The nameless man who came out on SmackDown and introduced himself that time in his little red trunks.
Ruthless aggression. He was asked as well whether we would see Peacemaker during this final run, and John Cena said, never say never.
You just said it twice.
Oh.
But annoys.
He said it. How dare he? Yes. He says he's in the press conference, he says he doesn't know how many matches that he's going to have in this final run. That's not confirmed. I guess it's based on his schedule as well as WWE's schedule still. But I imagine, knowing WWE, they've kind of got a beginning, a middle, and an end. With all the talk last week of a Cody versus Cena match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Does Cena win the Rumble?
Yeah, me and Jack on the predictions video for the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast that went live on last Friday, everybody. We both predicted Cena wins the Rumble, goes to WrestleMania and faces John Cena. Last night you see Cena in the ring saying, it's not never say never, but it would take a miracle for me to win that 17th world title. It's all aligning at the place there, Tom. Some might say, it writes itself.
Oh, I should do typewriter now for it writes itself, as it did on that video yesterday. A little tickety typewriter. Finally, an update on Jade Cargill, absent from WWE since she got killed on SmackDown. PW Insider shares some good news.
Yeah, they're saying Jade Cargill is down at the Performance Center today and has been in the ring working out. We are told that Cargill will be there for a few days this week. The workouts are likely to prep Cargill for a big return during WrestleMania season. It's customary for talents to go there before they return to television.
Taking off that there ring rust.
Yes, getting that CCTV footage ready to reveal it's Bianca Belair. Enhance! Just like Shawn Michaels and Triple H SummerSlam 2002. If you know, you know.
What if they enhance it and it's Triple H again? It was you, Hunter. Watch it on Netflix now. Now, we haven't seen Cargill on TV since that attack, and PW Insider say whilst there has been an attempt to claim that she's legitimately injured, it's not the case, as she's been vacationing internationally and working on entertainment projects outside of WWE. In terms of when she's back, they say the mystery of who attacked Cargill will be part of her next WWE storyline arc, and we are told there have been 2 different pitches as to who would end up responsible. I wonder who!
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan or Feathers McGraw. Imagine it was Feathers McGraw.
Oh, don't, Tom. He's too evil. He would have killed her, never mind just pushed her off the edge.
It's defo Feathers McGraw. The attack allows WWE to move the women's tag team belts without either Cargill or Bianca Belair having to take the loss, and it allows WWE to keep both talents strong while prepping their creative plans for WrestleMania, especially if it involves them working against each other.
That's where it's going, I think.
think we said that last year, didn't we? We would see Belair versus Cargill at Mania.
Yeah.
And we're going to see, I think that's where we go.
And a star-making win for Jade, potentially.
Yeah.
Who knows, though? Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Jade Cargill versus whoever attacked her. Jade Cargill versus Feathers McGraw.
Thumbnail it, Owen, I dare you.
Go on, Owen. You've got a busy enough day as it is. But can you do a thumbnail for Jade Cargill versus Feathers McGraw? Oh, he's done it. A good lad. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, of course, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.